this.
Be there.
Thank you.
Jane and I were waiting all day to eat these things. All right, this is a collection that is beloved. You have not seen this Squirrel Brand collection yet this year in 2022. This is their sweet artisan nut assortment. It's got over 45 five-star reviews. You know why? Because come take a look. Here are your wonderful cashews, but they're not just cashews. And if you know Squirrel Brand, you know they have a recipe for it. These are sweet brown sugar cashews, 14 ounces of those cashews. They're fresh all the way to the bottom of the can. Then your almonds are not just plain almonds, but they're creme brulee, like that wonderful dessert that we treat ourselves to once in a while in a restaurant. Then if that wasn't enough, the third is gonna be your pecans, but these are salted caramel pecans made in small batches. You're gonna get 12 ounces of the pecans, 12 ounces of the creme brulee almonds, and 14 ounces of the brown sugar cashews. Almost 2.5 pounds of fresh nuts, 15 months shelf life. They all come beautifully sealed for you and good from the top of the can all the way to the bottom. Let me go ahead and invite in our expert. Alita Gutierrez is back. Alita, you bring us lots of things. We just love these Squirrel Brands, and I have to say, I love nuts. And when you just give us the recipes for these nuts that you just gave us, it just takes them to a whole new level.
Yes. So with this recipe, I mean, you're getting 3 of the most loved recipes right here. So you're getting your, your pecans, your cashews, and your California almonds. But this is just not any average, pecan, cashew, or almond. So the reason why Squirrel Brand has been around for such a long time, it's because of the recipe and because of the quality. These are the most buttery cashews you'll ever have because they have been exposed to very little winters, tons of sunlight, and that yields the most delicious buttery cashew. But then we add our recipe. So these are all made in small batches. For the sweet brown butter cashew, we use premium butters. We take these and we're going to pan them. Well, first we roast them in small batches, which is really important, to that precise temperature. Then we take it over to the candy room where they're going to get covered in premium butters and sugars to give you that delicious buttery caramelization that you see that won't get stuck in your teeth. So this is a light caramel whisper going over that delicious buttery cashew. And these are jumbo cashews.
Yeah. Look at this. Later on we're going to have colosso shrimp. These are colossal cashews. I mean, they're so nice and large, and every bit of them is covered in that recipe. So they're like beyond. They really are. And they're fresher than anything that you could even imagine. I mean, look how large. Let's talk almonds next, if you don't mind.
Yes. So these are our California almonds. And once again, it's a delicious recipe, just like the creme brulee. So we're going to kettle roast these in small batches. We take it over to our candy room where they're going to get covered in real sweet condensed milk. Roll them gently, then turn up the heat. It gets it nice and caramelized. And then finally, you get that beautiful dusting that you see of vanilla sugar. So when you bite into this, you are really going to think you're having the creme brulee dessert.
I mean, look how beautiful these are. And again, each and every one of them is so carefully coated. You have the crunch. So good. And then one more recipe to discover.
The salted caramel pecan. Now, I absolutely love to add this on my brie cheese and pop this in the oven, and it just elevates my brie cheese. And when I'm thinking appetizers and entertaining.
Oh, that sounds good.
But this one is so decadent. So we start with our jumbo pecan halves. And so these are going to get kettle roasted again, small batches. It locks in that flavor when we don't use water or oil. Then we're going to take it over to the candy room. Again, you're going to get gently covered in a rich, sweet brown premium butters and sugars to get it nice and caramelized. And right when we turn up the heat, we're going to hit them with just the finest sea salt. So to give them that delicious salt and sweet combination. So these are just so flavorful.
I can't even talk. These are just, they're delicious.
They really are. And this is only here in QVC. I mean, if you are looking for a snack to really hold on to, this one is phenomenal. It's going to last you 15 months, gifting, Mother's Day. Like you can't go wrong.
I'm passing it off to my dear friend.
I'm going to take this torch so Pat can go get ready to do our today's special value presentation.
Okay. I'll
She
see
had
you,
to
Lita.
twist my arm on this one, Elida, to get me to come down here to talk about these nuts. I mean, what a hardship. Not. There, you know what, and here's the thing, like we always talk about the fact that this company goes back over 100 years, and basically what they always did first was get the best quality nuts and then give them the best treatment so that it optimizes the flavor of them. And then of course they come up with these recipes that just blow your socks off.
Exactly. So since 1888, it's 135 years. They were born during the Industrial Revolution. They've gone through so many economic changes and wars. And through it all, they have remained so innovative. And back in the day, I mean, they had very simple ingredients, but yet they were still so loved, so flavorful, and because of the quality. So add now the innovation behind it, the recipe that we're always, trying. And this is through trial and error that we're always trying, creating delicious recipes just through our best chefs that we have and our team that is just so involved. And so when you try this is not something that you can get in stores, and you see it when you bite it, because even when you open the can, you can smell the creme brulee. It is just top quality.
And there's so many different, textures with the nuts. And of course, the nuts that you all source are the absolute best. So here's the update. We're down to our final 600 remaining. You get 3 of these cans of the Artisan nuts from Squirrel Brand at this price point with 4 months to pay for it at $10.50 per month. All right, that handful is going in my hand.
There you go.
Elida, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Thank you
we're
so
nuts
much.
about you and Squirrel Brand.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, continue in the process of placing your order. Now it's time for a look at our today's special value.
So let's talk